Good morning and welcome to Richard Raw's Daily Meditation from the Centre for Action and Contemplation. The theme for this week is contemplation and racism, and the day's contribution, today being Monday the 8th of June 2020, is called The Unspoken Privilege of Being White. And this is what Richard Raw says. For a long time, I naively hoped that racism was a thing of the past. Those of us who are white have a very hard time seeing that we constantly receive special treatment because the social system's built to prioritize people with white skin. This systemic white privilege makes it harder for us to recognize the experiences of people of colour as valid and real when they speak of racial profiling, police brutality, discrimination in the workplace, continued segregation in schools, lack of access to housing, and on and on. This is not the experience of most white people, so how can it be true? Now we are being shown how limited our vision is. Because we have never been on the other side, we largely do not recognize the structural access we enjoy, the trust we think we deserve, the assumption that we always belong and do not have to earn our belonging. All this we take for granted as normal. Only the outsider can spot these attitudes in us, and we are quicker to dismiss what is apparent to our neighbours who are black, indigenous, and people of colour from their lived experience. Of course, we all belong. There is no issue of more or less in the eyes of an infinite God. Yet the ego believes the lie that there isn't enough to go around, and that for me to succeed or win, someone else must lose. And so we've greedily supported the systems and governments that work to our own advantage at the expense of others, most often people of colour or any highly visible difference. The advancement of the white person was too often at the cost of other people not advancing at all. A minor history course should make that rather clear. I would never have seen my own white privilege if I had not been forced outside my white-dominant culture by travel, by working in jail, by hearing stories from counselees and, frankly, making a complete fool of myself in so many social settings, most of which I had the freedom to avoid. Power and privilege never surrenders without a fight. If your entire life has been to live unquestioned in your position of power, a power that was culturally given to you, but you think you earned, there is almost no way you will give it up without a major failure, suffering, humiliation, or defeat. As long as we really want to be on top and would take advantage of any privilege or shortcut to get us there, we will never experience true liberty, equality, fraternity, revolutionary ideals that endure as mottos for France and Haiti. If God operates as me, God operates as thee too, and the playing field is utterly leveled forever. Like Jesus, Francis Clare, and many other humble mystics, we then rush down instead of up. In the act of letting go and choosing to become servants, community can at last be possible. The illusory state of privilege just gets in the way of neighbouring and basic human friendship. Here ends the meditation for today.